Welcome to the Begonia Garden at the Royal Botanic Garden, Sydney. And we've come this month to see the first begonia that was introduced into cultivation in Europe. And begonias have become, over the last couple of centuries, a very popular garden plant for shady areas. So this is Begonia Miner. It was introduced into Europe in the 18th century. It's one of over 1,800 species of begonias. So they mostly grow in tropical and subtropical regions throughout Asia, particularly in Central and South America, even up into New Guinea, but not in Australia. Begonia Miner demonstrates two distinctive features of the genus. One is that they have these asymmetrical leaves. So this is consistent through all the different types of begonias, whether they be small annuals or quite tall cane type begonias. Also the rhizome begonias that you might see around, and Rex begonias with their intricately patterned and colourful leaves. But they all have these asymmetrical leaves, which I find particularly appealing. The other thing about begonias, and this is kind of unusual in the flowering plant world, they have separate male and female flowers on the same plant, and they're quite easy to tell apart. So the male flowers, they're all petals with a bunch of stamens in the center, and they produce the pollen. The pollen is spread by wind. The female flowers, you can see the female flowers, they have the ovules, the ovaries below the petals, female parts of the flowers in the center, ready to receive that pollen. Once the pollen's received, fertilization's taken place, the petals fall off the female flowers and they create a kind of winged capsule that splits open to literally release thousands and thousands of seed. Now, the fact that they have separate male and female flowers on the same plant, and there are so many wild species, has meant in cultivation it's relatively easy to create new hybrids. You simply take pollen from a male flower of one species, introduce that pollen to the female flower of another species, stick a bag over the flower so no other pollen can get to it, wait for the seed capsule to ripen, and then you've literally got thousands or even tens of thousands of seeds to play around with. And what you might find is one genetic variation amongst all those little seedlings that come up, which produces either larger flowers or different colored leaves. So there's been a lot of hybridizing and breeding of begonias over the years.